storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
I can't do too much of this story over here. I got to do the majority of it on Patreon, because that's it. What I got to say can't come from my mouth. If I interview somebody that say it, then that's fine. But what comes from my mouth got to be right. Now, this is Bob Saget from Full House. He died at 65 years old in an Orlando hotel. Mind you, now he died right as he is going on a comedy tour. He is super excited for the tour, and it's almost as if the devil came to collect, right as he's in one of the happiest stages of his life. Yes, I know people die. People die every day. I know that. I know this really could be a coinky ding, but it don't feel like it, right? It don't feel like it because we done had a whole bunch of celebrity deaths back to back to back. It don't feel like it because, well, I mean, let's talk about it. He was found in a hotel room, no drugs, no alcohol, no foul play. So what they're probably going to say in like 8 to 10 weeks when they finally release the autopsy report is that he had a heart attack and he died, and he's 65 and he was a little overweight. So, they can get away with saying that and move right along. But, I mean, there is something in this industry called the lethal injection, and you can be injected with something and it can stop your heart immediately. As a matter of fact, you can receive another injection that can stop your heart and lower it just enough. All right, so where you can play dead and they can transport your body to whatever island they want to. Hey, Jeffrey Epstein, it is. So I'm just saying, without really saying what I want to say, there's been a lot of allegations about Bob Saget over the years, and we're going to do a breakdown, but I got to be very careful with how I do it. The Olsen twins did send their condolences, but that was their representatives. They pretty much had to. They would have looked weird without it. But all I know is them kids wasn't the same after working around Bob. There's been a lot of what allegations around Bob. And even in that roast, that Comedy Central roast of Bob Saget, was he or was he not called a PEDO? Do y'all not remember? You better go back and watch. I don't know why y'all think that those jokes in those Comedy Central roasts are really jokes. No, baby. It's the truth. Those celebrity roasts, be real. It's their way of having to tell you what they do, but they mask it in comedy. I tell y'all a lot of times the real in what I do, and I mask it in comedy. Now, I ain't doing that, and I ain't trying to do that, but just understand. I have to mask things to make you laugh, because when you make somebody laugh, they really don't take what you say that seriously. That's that's a fact. That's just what it is, right? And so we're gonna have to break that down, because allegedly, there's a lot of allegedly. You get it? But he was 65. Another thing you should probably know was that Bob Saget's father was a Shriner, basically a Freemason. And just like pretty much everybody else in the industry, in some way, shape, or form, it all goes back to the Freemasons. Right? And what I learned this weekend is that the Freemasons just practice ancient Kemetic science. That's it, amongst other things, allegedly, depending on how high ranking you are and where you are, and et cetera, et cetera. So Bob Saget did. Y'all wanted me to report on it, so I reported on it. I ain't even gonna do on the bread news on him on this. I'm gonna say stay tuned for that. Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.